Hey guys, it's your girl Miss T, and we are kicking off the summer. I hope to see you guys on the court on the W.
It's Kobe, man. I hope you're having a great summer on the 2K streets, man. And my biggest tip would be to try all the vast game modes that 2K has, whether it be My League, My Team, but especially My League and get in, run simulations, maybe you want to player lock. That's really going to help you have some fun during the summer if you're looking for something else to pick up.
What's going on, guys? Hollywood here.
Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Williams in at the 5, down low. And for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at shooting guard. And so off the tip, it's Charlotte. After this final game of the regular season, for some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
Oh, not wasting any time. It's hitting the shot and hitting it. Here's ball. Bridges outside. Over Tatum. Tatum with some nice D. The Celtics on offense. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
It was almost like they looked stunned when the game slipped through their fingers. Being on the wrong end of an upset leads to a quiet ride home.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
On the wing, Tatum lets the 3 fly. Pure from three-point range.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
Here's the Beast. Williams grabs the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. The Beast passes to Brown. The 3. Porzingis misses. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Who poked away. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Here's the Beast. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the arm. Incredible.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Here we go. One-on-one. Counted. The Beast's got 7. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Celtics?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers, turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass the ball. Down low. Here's Miller. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Miller, the pass to Okogie. Back to Miller. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Miller's got his second basket.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. No good from outside. Hornets trail by 8. Here's Okogie. No made baskets yet. Nice D from Tatum.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Pass to Williams. Ball with it. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
The Beast, good. The Beast's got 10 points.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Miller. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. Pass to Brown. To the wing on the left. Here's the Beast. He's got 10. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
It's hard to forget how much he struggled from the line during their last matchup.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
The two J's, Brown at the 3, Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the Beast in a 2-guard. That's the Boston 5. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Hornets was definitely a factor. He scored 17 points, and it wasn't just a great offensive performance for him. He excelled defensively, too. And he's been on a tear, playing confident and doing anything he wants on the floor. He is so hard to stop. Brian?
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
You know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Tatum against Bridges. Tatum drops the hammer.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Smith. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. They climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
The Beast, good.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Smith into the lane. Pass to Bridges. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
It's Brown on the wing. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Off the mark there with a 3. Hornets trail by 12. Here's Okogie. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Nice D from Tatum.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Porzingis passes to Brown. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Mark Williams.
Look, you got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Cadis checked in for Boston. Here's the Beast. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Timeout call for the Hornets. With the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title card.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, VA. Playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
Smith right side. Can drop it in from the right block. Boston leading by 15. Here's Pritchard. 8 points in his last timeout. Pass to the Beast. Just 5 to shoot. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And here's Charlotte now. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Coming into this, having notched to win against Boston in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Boy, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Boston's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. To the middle. Here's the Beast. Again, Boston.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Smith. Here's Miller. Drops in the 3. Miller's got 6 points in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knocks out. But it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Takes a 3. The Beast shot is off. Hornets trail by 14. To the inside, Bridges. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. So it's the Boston Celtics.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, the Celtics 46, the Hornets 39. And your Celtics Youth Dance Team.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Celtics lead by 7. On the court for the Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the center position. Here's Miller. Doesn't go for him. Here are the Celtics with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Pritchard. Pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Miller. No good with the triple. The Celtics shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Here's the Beast. Goes back up. What a finish from Porzingis.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Hornets trail by 9. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
For 3, Bridges sends it home from 3-point land. Bridges has got 7 points.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's the Beast. He's got 17.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Sinks that one from the post.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. Here's the Beast. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Time for some t-shirts. What now, fans?
The Celtics making a switch. Seconds left in the third quarter. Passes to Law. Here's Diabate. Shoots over Hart. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him. It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Here's Diabate. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Boston out in front, leading by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Here we go, fans.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Josh Hart. Then it's Derek White. And it's the Beast in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
White against Smith. From 12 feet.
Charlotte foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. Coming onto the floor for the OA team, Miles Bridges Miller.
Here's the Beast. Fires the 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for Smith. Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Okogie. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Really left him alone that time.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Brown passes to the Beast. Here's Pritchard, hounded by Ball. Here's Pritchard. Pass to the Beast. Jacks up a 3. The Again, the miss by Boston.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Tatum from long range. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
Pass to Williams. Inside. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
The Beast passes to Brown. Brown gets the inside finish.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Bridges. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Comes up empty down low. Here's the Beast. Guarded by Miller. Here's the Beast. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Huge night for Miller. We're seeing exactly why he went second overall. Brandon can take over a game.
And Boston calls time here. And right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer, B.A. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. He hasn't even grown into his body yet.
Brown downhill. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Bridges misses. Boston leading by 5. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Brown inside. He's against Bridges. Brown, no good. For Charlotte, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass the ball. The 3 is up. Boston with a rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Pritchard. Here's the Beast. Back to Pritchard. Here's the Beast. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the trifecta. The Beast's got 22 points.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
And Williams punches it home.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
The Beast shot is off. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They trail by 6. Tries to keep it alive.
Locks him up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
Here's Tatum. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Bridges. Charlotte's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Okogie, the pass to Ball.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the game. Shoots over Tatum. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Back to Tatum. Pass to the Beast. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. He's got 25. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Ball outside. Okogie on the wing. Williams on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Okogie, defended by Brown. Okogie's shot is off. Brown finds Tatum to the inside. The Beast. That fall. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And it's an 11-point Boston lead.
And they just didn't have enough to overcome this deficit. chalk up this game as a fantastic victory for the Celtics.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And all year, they've just found a way to win. 70 games in total. Consistency can be so elusive in this league, but they've got the talent, and their coaches pushed all the right buttons. It's been exciting to watch.
Yeah, it was a fun matchup this year. Neither team could gain an edge. It's the kind of rivalry you want to see between conference opponents.
I'm sure it meant a lot to them not letting a conference opponent get the better of them. That's important to them for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the Beast.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
The Beast did good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 9. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
It's going to be hard, though. I mean, they don't have much time to work with here, but we've seen crazy stuff happen in this game.
So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. So long, everybody.
Did you know that you can play with a build designed by NBA 2K pros?
You can browse by position and skill or the exact archetype you want to play with. All of your go-to builds and NBA comparisons make it easy to see how you'll play on the court.
Sorting by each build's best skill makes it easier than ever to get the skills and badges you need at the position you want to play.
So try out a Pro 2.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Bulls. The 6'8 creator, Josh Giddey, makes the hardwood his canvas. And looking for another masterpiece as they get ready for the task ahead against the Celtics. Bulls. Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey in white. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the point. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Taking a look at Boston, I think we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I'll tell you what, any number of teams can shift momentum in a series. You need to try to make quick work of this one and get to the second round.
Truly surviving advances.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but it looks like he was on the way down.
To the inside. The Beast can't hit.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
And he gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And White with the stuff.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
Brown the pass to the Beast. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, delivering a pass when your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Zinga's high post, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Vucevic.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
Pass to the Beast. From deep. They get it back. Here's Brown. Plays it up and banks it in.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
If he gets hot, carry your offense for long stretches.
There's the pass to the Beast. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early.
For Chicago, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Passes it to Dosunmu. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
There's the Beast. Tight covering. Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't much of a vertical, easy finish for KP.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Dosunmu. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Dosunmu's got 5.
They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
The pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Here's the beast. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago trailing here. To the paint. And it's Vucevic missing. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Bulls have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Right the pass to Dosunmu. And that's a foul called on the beast. That's his first foul. Whitey's checked in for the Celtics. Zach Collins checked in for Chicago. Trey Jones comes in for Kobe White. Jones kicks to Giddey. Nice D from Porzingis.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Pritchard. And another basket for Boston.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And now the first timeout call here for the Bulls.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth dance team.
Some changes for Boston.
All right, fans.
Boston leading by 12. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. That's the beast. And there's Porzingis. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston 5. The beast can't hit. Chicago's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And it's White missing. Boston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Tatum no good. Bulls trail by 12. The wing, Dosunmu. He's covered by Brown, and Brown over to help. Back to Dosunmu, and it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's the beast. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Vucevic with it. Here's Dosunmu. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Driving to the basket. Porzingis can't hit. Bulls trail by 10. A steal. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's the beast. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Celtics?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's Dosunmu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Porzingis.
It's on Porzingis.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For the Bulls.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
All free throws good from Dosunmu. Here's Pritchard. He has 5. To the middle. Here's the Beast. Tries again. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
You want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's the Beast. Light covering. The Beast can't hit.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Down low. Here's Collins. Out to White. On the wing goes Dosunmu. He's covered by Brown. Here's Pritchard. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Hornets was superb. He added 29 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin will want to keep it going tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Bulls trail by 14. Swiped it away. Here's the Beast. It's all in by the Bulls. Here's White. And oh boy, a little contact there, but he gets the call in the shoot two.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. He has to get physical in the process.
Through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Celtics ending the second quarter with a huge surge. An 18-7 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Ready to get back into the action here in game one. See what this quarter has in store for us. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The guard set is Giddey and White. Bruzel is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. Outside Tatum. 5 on the clock. Shoots the three. And Vucevic pulls it down. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And it's White missing. Boston leading by 22. Tatum passes to the Beast. And it's good off the back of the rim. The Beast's got 10.
And look at how quick he was to fight on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Passes to Dosunmu. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got his fourth rebound in this one. Inside, here's the Beast. Gonzalez grabs the board. Bulls have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Now here's White. He's guarded closely. Good work there as it goes. 7 points in the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Pass to the Beast. From downtown, nailed from three-point land. The Beast's got 5 points now this quarter.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically. Like the aggressiveness there.
Here's Brown and the pass to the Beast. Fires from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And he drives in. Richards, and he banks in the layup.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And it's Chicago scoring again.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Brown outside. Here's the Beast. And a miss there on the triple. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And it's White missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Tatum. Cross contact on the shot. And now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Collins checked in for the Bulls.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered by Brown. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Well, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And White slams it in.
Hot off the drive. White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
Pass to the Beast. Back to Brown. Celtics passing it around. Passes it to the Beast. Three-pointer. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 19 points for the Beast.
He with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Giddey finds White. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And here is Brown. Pass to the Beast.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Dosunmu, the pass to White. No problems knocking that one down. White's got 13 points in the second half.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Now the pass to the Beast. Puts up a 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
I guess he just needed a little break because since halftime, he's been raining triples.
Chicago calls timeout. You look at the Beast, he's really been playing well.
They're killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just ask him to drop another triple on him.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Josh Hart comes in for Tatum. White, he's checked in for the Beast. And it's Holiday in for Pritchard. Then for the Bulls, Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Buzelis. Lonzo Ball comes in for Dosunmu. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. On the wing, Holiday. And the rejection by Collins. Ball against Brown. From down in the low post, it goes. Brown's got 6.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Collins finds Ball. It's White on the wing. And here's Huerter outside. Drills the three-pointer. Huerter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And a a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Brown with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Herter. Rebound by the Celtics. Holiday's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it go from the wing. And White, the bucket on the assist by Holiday. He's got 17. And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Both teams making substitutions here. For Boston, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. We've got the Beast, also Holiday out there, and it's Queta in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. Giddey the pass to Collins. Outside, Ball fires the 3. Offensive rebound, and that one good. Vucevic has got 6 points in the quarter. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to the Beast. Outside Holiday. Boston again missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And finish off by Collins.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Celtics. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to the Beast. And he says, back into with a big dunk of his own.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Giddey, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Holiday against Giddey. Holiday, the pass to Queta. Back to Holiday. Here's the Beast. From deep three-point land. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Ball with the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Queta. Back to Holiday. The pass to the Beast. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range. The Beast's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, this is just a veteran instinct kicking in here. Holiday sensing and finding the man who's open.
Here's the Beast. Giddey defending. Tillman passes to Holiday. Here's the Beast. Giddey defending. Tries it from the top of the key. The Beast can't hit. Bulls have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. That one goes in.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
It's stolen by Vucevic. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
.151 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to the Beast. And the turnover again by Boston. Celtics making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Booz Ellis is checked in for Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Dosunmu. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. To the inside, Huerter. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Passes it to Hauser. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for Game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Beast.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's the Beast. Knocks down the 3-ball. The Beast's got 30 points.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum was so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Allen, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
We are here celebrating the community at the 2K TV wrap party, and we want to extend a very special welcome to Miss T. Welcome to NBA 2K TV. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Doing well. I see you're repping your squad. Tell us a little bit about your jersey.
I'm wearing that SGA jersey. You know I'm repping OKC as my favorite team.
I love it. And today we're going to be hopping into the W. We're
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Bulls earlier, filling into the arena. A serious look on their faces, knowing it always takes a big effort to pick up a road. And the starting group for Chicago. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, the perimeter pair, White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's the Beast in at the point guard position. You take a look at the Celtics. They did what they needed to do in Game 1. Now they just have to keep it going.
They really do. I mean, the pressure is on them to keep home court advantage. This should be a tougher game than that first.
Here's Giddey. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
There's so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Here's the Beast. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And that one's good. Porzingis.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Giddey missing. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Pass to the Beast. 4-3. Chicago with a rebound. And just over a minute played here to start the game.
Personal foul. Number 67. Personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Giddey. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
When Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Giddey. Dosunmu outside. Going inside. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Outside Porzingis. Pass to the Beast. Here's Brown. 6 to shoot. Down low. The Beast. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Chicago now. They trail by 7. Here's Giddey. And he drives in. And he jams it home with authority.
Once Giddey saw his opening, he took advantage. I mean, defenders just could not keep up.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside, Brown. Shoots over to Sumu. Brown can't hit. Bulls trail by 5. To the paint. Dosunmu with it. Now guarded by Brown. Dosunmu pass to Giddey. Out to the wing. 3-pointer, Buzelis. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of 3-pointers during his career.
White against White. Now here's White. Defense right on him. The Beast shot is off.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And it's Giddey missing.
Defense pulled out all the stop to shut him down there.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Tatum from long range. It's hauled in by White. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Diving in. It's Giddey on the wing. And that misses. That would have put him up.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
To the left side wing. Here's the Beast. Gets the 3-ball to go. The Beast's got 5.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
Bulls trail by 5. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, back to basics, guys.
Chicago leading by 4. The two Jays, Brown at the 3, Tatum at the 4. Then it's Derek White. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And the Celtics shooting 40% so far in this one. Brown passes to Porzingis. Over Vucevic. Porzingis misses.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One he'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Collins. That's it. Coming off an assist from Jones.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Hook loose. Porzingis with it. He's picked up by Jones. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now here's Jones. No points yet. Pass to Giddey. Here he goes. And he gets that one. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
White on the wing, defended by Jones, the Beast. And the Celtics another 3.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Jones, the pass to Giddey. And Porzingis with the block.
Big time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's moving to your level.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. The Sumo on the wing, defended by Brown. Collins outside. 5 to shoot. There's Giddey. The rebound, Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Left side, Giddey. And that one hits the back iron.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's the Beast, defended by Jones. Pass to the Beast. Chicago with the rebound. Outside Giddey. To the middle. Here's Collins. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Now we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop.
Some changes for Chicago. Ellis is checked in for Collins, and And it's Kobe White in for Jones. And it's time for an injury report. All right, a chance here to check in on Lonzo Ball status. What do you have there, Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Chicago's head athletic trainer. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. Everything that I'm hearing points to this being a long-term issue. Obviously, he and the team are extremely frustrated right now.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
The Bulls trail by 3. And here's Dosunmu. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Brown. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One foul. So a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Boston out in front, up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The Bulls, 43.
And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. Chicago trailing here. On the court for Chicago. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Dosunmu. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. Dosunmu can't hit. Boston has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He finished with 30 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. His production helped them start off the series the way that they wanted to. We'll see if they can get another one tonight. Guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Greg.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Number 67, second personal foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. White finds Giddey. Into the lane. And a nice finish on the layup. Giddey's got 12 points.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Left side right. Pass to the Beast. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
The Beast passes to Tatum. Here's the Beast. Giddey defends. Tatum inside. And yep, it's good. 5 points in the game.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim.
Giddey, 12 points for him. Here, tie it up. That one misses.
And sometimes on defense, people just get lucky.
Pass to White. Lets it fly. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul of the game.
I think it's time to put multiple bodies on him.
Collins, he's checked in for Vucevic.
Assist goes to
shoots from 12.
67.
Chicago grabs the miss.
Substitution.
Giddey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Collins, high post. And Porzingis with the block.
great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Boston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line call. First one falls for him.
Line for two, number 67.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Bulls trail by 7. Giddey with it. And he comes up with a bucket. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And Boston calls time here.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Tatum's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. And a change for the Bulls. Jones is checked in. Boston leading by 5. Pass to the Beast. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Yep, count it.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They've got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's Jones. No points so far. There's the triple. Buries it from 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Boston has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's the Beast. 16 points for him. Pass to Tatum. 5 on the clock. White to 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game. The Bulls trail by 7. Jones up top. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Chicago making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Outside White. Jones against Holiday. Pass to Hart. The kick to Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Bulls trail by 7. And here's Herter. Collins, high post. There's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
At the line for the Bulls, Zach Collins taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
Free throw is good from Collins. Free throws good for Collins.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Outside Hart. Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
1:46 left in the 3rd. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And again, no good by Chicago. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
It's time for some t-shirts. Make some noise, fans.
The Bulls trail by 10. Outside Jones. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Jones. Brown with the steal. Holiday against Jones. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside is Buzelis. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside White. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence out.
To win the run. Another shot. Jones up and in on the layup. Jones has got 7 points in the game.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brown passes to Hart. Off target from outside.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Kevin Herter at 1 for 1.
Here's Pritchard. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Boston up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. More 2K action in just a moment. Now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the Beast in a 2-guard. That's the Boston 5.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Giddey passes to Collins. Here's Vucevic. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston leading by 10. Down low. Here's Hart. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Hauser can't get it to go.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Fight. Good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. Some changes for Boston. Tatum comes in for Hart, and it's Jaylen Brown in for Hauser. And the Bulls also making a change. Buzelis is checked in for Herter. Here's the Beast. No good on the quick 3.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
The shot by Buzel is no good. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. First free throw is good.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
And he makes both free throws. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to White. Lots of room. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 5 assists tonight.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Outside, Brown. Clock at 6. Here's the Beast. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Celtics. White pass to Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vuce. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking to defend.
And Boston calls time here.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
The Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's the Beast. Giddey defends. From 11 feet away, Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 tonight. Dosunmu, pass to Giddey. Here's Buzelis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Hauled in by Brown. Celtics lead by 8. Porzingis passes to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over to Sumu. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist from Brown.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team and shoot at this point in time. Triple team to do.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Dosunmu on the wing. Back to White from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds now. And here's Brown for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Giddey. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
Yeah, the ever-evolving jump shot of Giddey looking better by the season.
Boston's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's the Beast. Pass to White. Lets it fly. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Bulls trail by 8. White with it. To the left wing. Vucevic in the post. And too long on the shot.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
That's how you play. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Man, but the defender really went after him.
And he knocks down the first one.
Number 67.
Hits both from the stripe. The Bulls have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Here's the Beast. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Vucevic. Dosunmu on the wing.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Giddey. Fires from deep. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
And when Tatum is aggressive like that, it's tough to keep him off the line.
Line for 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails both of them. Timeout call here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 12. 1:43 left to play in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
He was laser focused on his D tonight. I mean, reading plays, staying active, forcing turnovers, maximum effort. Defense like that has to be rewarded.
Yeah, this is something he will remember forever. These types of performances in the playoffs are what define a player's legacy. From Pete Giddy. It's hauled in by White. Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Knocks down the long J.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Celtics.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
This team is playing with confidence and heart right now. They're in control of this series so far.
Yeah, no question. They are the more cohesive team right now and just going out there and executing their game plan.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the Beast.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
It's good. It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Here's the Beast. Giddy defends. White against White. Here's the Beast. Offline with a three. The ball's knocked loose. Vucevic, the pass to Giddy. And here's Dosunmu. White on the wing. Let's go with a three. Porzingis grabs the board. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he's going for the lob. Now here's Dosunmu. Tightly guarded. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Giddy. On the take. Good work defensively by White. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson.
Nice take, Blake.
All right.
Off to a hot start. I love it.
All right, Miss T, we'll ask the professionals here. What's some of your thoughts on the W mode and how it's grown over the years?
So I have been loving it. This is the first year I've dived into it the way that I have this year. And it's my favorite mode so far. You know, I just feel like it's so well balanced, really fun. There's great players online. And I love this atmosphere here.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And you can tell it's the playoffs by the atmosphere in this locker room. Guys trying to stay loose, but there's a serious focus, a serious undertone. Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn in this one. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. He's out there with Derek White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. And for the Bulls, the guard set is Giddey and White. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. But look at the Bulls. Even though they start this series in a hole, Greg, it wasn't entirely unexpected, but now at home, they have to put a W on the board.
And you know, Kevin, I look for them to be more comfortable here tonight. We often shoot better at home. Sometimes role players produce more at home. It's an environment and a crowd filled with energy that you're used to.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Got a piece of it. Buzelis with the ball. Now guarded by the Beast. Here's Giddey. And there's the drive. Nice D from Porzingis.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And White with the stuff.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Dosunmu. It's hauled in by Porzingis. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. White. And the layup's good off the glass. White's got 6 points.
Well, look, give White credit. He took the contact well and just powered through it.
Bulls still looking like they're getting going. 6-point game. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. He talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. He said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so they have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. See if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Giddey. Rebound, Boston.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Pass to the Beast. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. The Bulls have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. Pass to Giddey. This one for 3. Sinks the triple.
And boy, did they need that their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
The Celtics have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. White against White. Six to shoot. Passes it to the Beast. A 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And I love watching Giddey take it strong to the basket. The D has got to be aware of it.
Celtics leading by 4. The pass to the Beast. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. The Beast's got his second basket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Giddey finds Dosunmu. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Coast to coast. I guess 7'3" Porzingis can get down the court in a few strides.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Trailing here by 8. Out to White. No one near him. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back end.
Yes,
working the ball around. To the beast. On the wing right. Defended by Dosumu. Count that bucket.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Chicago is gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And now the first timeout call here for the Bulls.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Dosumu. And Trey Jones up in for John. Right on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Bulls trail by 3. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. He's out there with Derek White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Jacks up a 3. The Beast can hit. Chicago's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Giddey. Buzelis with the ball. Nothing on the board. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
Good on both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's the Beast, defended by Jones. And yes, it's good. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Jones, no luck. The Celtics shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's the Beast. He has 5. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and getting them a bucket.
Dosumu, the pass to Jones. The teardrop falls in. Jones has got his first points of the game.
And it's all about the release when you shoot off the floor.
The Beast passes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Chicago was sensational. He scored 25 points and did his job on defense with an impressive number of steals. Really displaying incredible hustle during this run. Guys just can't keep up with him. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, might as well pack the bags.
Once again, a big round of applause for your Chicago Lovables.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Jones. A rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Another rebound holder. They're keeping the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's the Beast. Defended by Dosumu.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And here is Giddey. He has 5. Vucevic dishes to Jones. To the paint. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Get him not messing around when he gets in close like that.
The Beast passes the ball. Porzingis with the ball. The shot from the low post is good. And it's 8 points for Porzingis.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now here's Jones. T right on him. Good on the bucket.
You can see the smarts Jones has with the ball.
Here's the Beast. 8 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, I'm seeing that their second chance points are exactly what every coach wants to see. Hustling on the offensive glass to convert every possession they can.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Here's White. That one wide left. Boston leading by 6. Now here's Hart. Still yet to score. The Beast can't hit.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively they've still found a way to get the lead.
Now Giddey. He has 7. Outside Collins. 4 on the clock. Chicago needs to get a shot off. Herder, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And it's hard penetrating. And there's the foul. He'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there.
That'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 2. And we'll get
45. The Celtics 47. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
The guard set is Giddey and White. Bruzelis out there with those 2 more. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Outside, White shoots over White. White, good. White's got 8 points.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Passes to Giddey. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Here's the Beast. And he uses the glass on the layup. 12 points for him.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with new things.
The shot's good from making the play.
Assisted by.
Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Now here's Giddey. He's tightly guarded. The shot by Bruzelis, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
White with it. He's got 8. Here's the Beast. Launches it. The rebound by Dosunmu. Bulls trail by 4. To the middle. And then moves up with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Ellis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Here's the Beast. Giddy defending. The Beast can hit. Right side, White. And White with the stuff.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
I'm deciding where to go with it. On the pass to the Beast. 3-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. The Beast's got 17 now.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Josh Giddey. Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Trey Jones is checked in for Josh Giddey. Good on the second free throw. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. Here's Jones. A stupendous finish in traffic. He has 6.
Fancy ball handling right there by Jones. At his size, he can be very elusive.
Tatum passes to the Beast. On the arc. Good. And Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Boston leading by 5. The Beast passes to White. Tatum fires the 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here's Jones. He has 6. Kicks to Vucevic. Back to Dosunmu. Can't connect from short range. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Inside, the Beast. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. The Beast's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. Chicago calls timeout.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Chicago making some changes. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Dosunmu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for White. And then for Boston, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brown. Holiday comes in for White. And it's Pritchard in for the Beast. Now here's Jones. 5 to shoot. Will it go? No good on that one. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 10.
Tatum slipped by the contact inside. Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Huerter, guarded by Holiday. Huerter passes to Collins. Porzingis with the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Well, at 7-2, Porzingis has a great view of the floor. It allows him to spot open passes.
Jones looking for an opening. Buzelis with the ball. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Hart. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Now, Herter. They can use a bucket. Off on that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. On the court right now for the Celtics. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. And it's the Beast in at the point guard position. White bounce pass. Dosunmu with it. Pass to Giddey. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And Vucevic kicks to Collins. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this is why many are excited about Giddey's future, showing how dangerous he can be on offense.
Here's the Beast. Outside, Porzingis. To the paint. Here's the Beast. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Beast's got 15 points here in the second half.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Bulls trail by 18. Here's Giddey. 2 points. That one goes. Giddey's got 21.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Collins against Tatum. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Celtics ball.
Celtics leading by 16. The 3 from Tatum. It's good from long range.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Ball's knocked loose. To the inside. White, good. And the Celtics lead by 21. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. to Dosunmu. Launches it from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Dosumu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now the pass to Tatum. Over in the corner, White. Pass to the Beast. The shot will not fall. Nice defense from Giddey. Bulls trail by 18. Down low, Collins. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to the Beast. The 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. And that's a foul called on the Beast. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by the Celtics. Left side, Tatum. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Giddey. It's deflected. And here's Porzingis. Here's the Beast. Chicago grabs the miss. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in. Yeah, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
The Beast passes to Porzingis. In the corner, Tatum with it. Passes it to the Beast. Porzingis with the ball. Vucevic defending. Clock at 6. Here's the Beast. Misses the 3. Bulls trail by 18. Outside, White. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A longer guard, 6'5" White, doing a nice job inside.
At the line for Chicago, Kobe White. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, what's great about Kobe White is his commitment to raising his game. You look at him season to season, and he's always trying to do more.
Buzelis is checked in for Vucevic. Here's the Beast. Outside, White. The pass to Porzingis.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the paint. Here's the Beast. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Assist from
the Beast's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Clearly 2 fouls.
He misses the free throw.
4th team foul.
And the second free throw, good.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
White, left side. 1:29 left to play here in the 4th. To the middle, here's the Beast. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the Celtics.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire, and really put the hammer down.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep maybe in in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going up 3-0, and this is exactly what they wanted to do.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Beast.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And it's in there.
Jason
And the
Tatum.
Celtics lead by 21.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Pass to Dosunmu. He kicks it to Collins. A three-pointer, no good. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to the Beast. Takes a three. It's good.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. You have to think at this point, up 3-0. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this